Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We are in the southern Oregon Cascade Mountains at this beautiful cliff face. Right there, that light colored rock is a fossil bed. We're going to be searching for some plant fossils in there. But one of the first things I want to show you is a few minutes ago I was up on top of this cliff. Right about in the middle there's a little ledge if you walk up and around. I found something cool up there and I'd like to show you guys that real quick here. Here's the little ledge I walked up across. Everything you see here it's all volcanic. It's a volcanic ash. There's a volcanic intrusion right there. Some faulting going on. It's just a jumbled up mess. And right up here behind this tree, there must be a fossil location up on top, and it must be a small one because I can't really see it. Because I noticed something down on the ground right about now. Well, maybe about now. uh, there it is. Beautiful piece of fossil wood. What I love about this piece is that it looks like a chunk of wood. It's not completely filled in with agate and silica. It looks like you expected a piece of wood to look. Just a gorgeous piece. Okay, let's get back out there, and we're going to be walking around looking for some chunks of fossil rock to bring home and split and take a look at. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Pine needles. There's a bunch of stuff in this one. Ooh, there's one right there. Oh, this is pretty rich. Ooh, take that home. Alright, that one. Oh, it's so sad. This thing got ran over or something. Find me a salamander or lizard or something, or a bird. Now that would be cool. What the heck is that? Strange. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. I hope. Oh wow, it's really rich and thick. Okay, I think I'm gonna pack some of these up and get back on the road. Okay, we're gonna head back and we're gonna split open some rocks and check out the fossils that we collected. And before we do that, I'm gonna rudely interrupt us and give us a little geological history on the Cascades. Hey everybody, before we go out there and split some fossils open, or some rocks, hopefully there's some fossils in there, let's go over the Cascade volcanoes real quick. Okay, up here you notice there's Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada, Idaho. You see a big chunk missing out of Oregon and Washington here. That's because there's a big plateau under the ocean out here. It's moving in and it's going to fill this gap. This is called Silesia. It's going to come in here and collide with Washington and Oregon. It's a huge volcanic plateau and it's just so massive out there. It's being built up by a mid-ocean ridge and presumably the Yellowstone hotspots in here somewhere. And it's just too big to go down and be subducted up underneath the continent. So it's going to come in here and get wedged. And voila, it's crashed into Oregon. Looks like the states we know today. Okay. Now, before that crashes in, the subduction zone was pretty flat. Just subducting up underneath the Rockies, underpinning the Rockies, and picking the Rockies up. There was some volcanics out in some areas. When this thing hit, the oceanic crust broke, and it started subducting steeper. So now that it's subducting steeper, plate starts melting, coming up, and we begin to have our first Cascade volcanic chain. Up through Washington, California, Nevada, and of course Oregon. And this started around, let's just say 40 million years ago. They erupted for a long time. In the meantime, our mantle plume migrates as the continent moves over it, and it burns through the crust here. Not the crust, burns through the subducting plate and begins to flood basalts out in eastern Oregon. Flood basalts covered, huge area. Washington, Oregon, this whole area in here, giant flood basalts from 17 million years ago. So at 17 million years ago, the plate changed here after it got pushed up and bent around, and we started getting volcanoes on the east side of the old ones. And you can hardly tell if you're driving from west to east, you'll be driving through the older volcanic rocks, and then you get to the real tall, more modern cones. And if you're driving from the east to the west, you'll come across the big volcanic cones, and then you'll see a bunch of older volcanic rocks as you move on through. Now, after the flood basalts, there's all kinds of big volcanic explosions, volcanic lava flows. Most of eastern Oregon is buried under real young volcanic rock. And maybe we'll get to that in the future some other time. But that's the basis of the volcanic chain right there. Okay, well, that was real fast. I just want to give you an idea of the Oregon, California, and Washington, Nevada, Cascade Mountains. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, that's great. Could be better. I think I'm gonna sacrifice that one. Bunch of broken up